Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Fetch Quest podcast, where we talk about video games and more. I'm your host, Guy, joined by my fellow co-host, Connor. Holy shit, Connor! What happened? Don't worry, I'll save you. Ah!
Guy, you saved my life. Thank you. I was drowning, man, in this huge pile of great games that have come out this year. I mean, there's like an Expedition 33, a Donkey Kong Bonanza, just so much.
Dude, you also had a good amount of Death Stranding 2 in your lungs. I get what you mean. Dude, we've had so many bangers this year, like, it's kind of easy to get lost in them. I can't blame you for that.
Yeah, it's... well, now that I've caught my breath, I think we should talk about some of these awesome games.
I mean, they're lying about, so we might as well. Sure, why not? Let's do it. So with that, today we're going to be talking about some of the games that have come out this year so far. We're basically doing a kind of half-year report. We typically do these quarterly reports where we like to basically just take a break at the 1/4 mark of the year and just kind of remind ourselves, hey, what came out this year? But we kind of missed out on that, which I'm kind of glad we did, because there's just a lot, and I mean a lot, to talk about with this upcoming video, because the past half year, I want to say, has been filled to the brim with absolute bangers, some pretty big shit stains on gaming, but like in a good mix of both. Like, dude, this is a good time more than any to talk about what has come out this year, and I'm really excited.
I am also very excited, especially since when we did a video like this in March, there was very few games out, but now there are a lot of games out. Crazy.
Exactly. I know. Who would have thought? Here's the thing. Like, I know. Like, we made a big point in that video that like it is a little bit of a dry spell in the beginning part of the year. But honestly, like, we did leave that video off saying that like there are a lot of games to be like excited for in the coming months. And hell, there are even some games that like I don't even think were announced at that point that have come out now that are just absolute bangers, and like some of them that we've played, like I know Donkey Kong Bonanza didn't get announced until like spring, and now it's out, and I will just give my honest thoughts. I think it's probably a little better than Mario Odyssey, which is crazy because that game is a masterpiece, but that's for later. That's for later. We got a lot to talk about.
We do, indeed.
So I would like... What's up?
I was saying we do indeed have a lot to discuss.
We do. I was going to ask Connor, would you like to start us off with March? What came out in March? Some notable games.
Well, besides the ones we obviously talked about in our first video like this of the year, since we did that at the beginning, we're going to go over a few quick ones that we had that came out after we did the video. Some notable ones being Split Fiction, which is a co-op game made by the same people who made It Takes Two. And I've heard really great things from it from our fellow Fetch Quest member Liam. Also a game called First Berserker Kazan, which I believe is made by the people behind Avengers Endgame, also came out, and I played the demo for that. It was pretty fun. Wait,
I forgot the Russo brothers worked on that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. The demo was pretty fun. I'm going to see if I can maybe try and get it before the year's over, so I can maybe talk about it in our Game of the Year episode. But yeah, it's a really good game from the demo I played, at least.
Nice.
And I think that's really about it.
Great, sick. One thing I do want to like just give a little slight mention to, solely because that game got delayed to hell and back and no one remembers it now. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my god, the amount of gaslighting I saw from people saying like, this is revolutionary, this is what Ghost of Tsushima should have been, was insane, dude. Oh my god.
which is
I
crazy
couldn't believe it.
because I've also been playing Ghost of Tsushima, and it's really good. And I
Exactly.
just putting it out there. I don't know if Assassin's Creed is better than that.
Yeah, the only reason why they're making that comparison is because Ghost of Tsushima is very similar to Assassin's Creed and like those like types of open worlds where it's like, oh, go to the enemy encampment, use stealth, go to the tower, unlock parts on the map, yada yada. Like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, you get it. But yeah, no, I just really wanted to make that quick mention because that game has like no relevancy now. I remember people making a big deal out of Yasuke, and then now I don't even see a single. I've not seen a post about the game ever since it released. Like that is how much of an irrelevancy it is now, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
But going into April, we see the release of my favorite game of all time again, The Last of Us 2 remastered for PC. They're going to find a way to sell you the same product over and over again, and oh my god, I'm impressed. I'm impressed with Naughty Dog with what they're able to do. I don't know if people know about this. You can buy the script for Last of Us 1 and Last of Us 2 as like a product. It's insane.
They will milk that game and that series for as long as they can. I'm actually surprised that they're making a new game.
Dude, I'm gonna be real. I don't even think they're gonna even put as much effort into Intergalactic as they have just like making re-releases of the same fucking game. Like I'm actually like I haven't seen Self Glaze this hard like ever. It's kind of crazy.
It's very funny. Some other games that also came out in April were Blueprints, which is a very good roguelike from what I've heard from our also Liam.
Apparently it's an indie roguelike puzzle game where you have to like select the rooms that you're going into next, and every room that you choose like has like different puzzles or like clues that lead to other puzzles and whatnot. Basically, it's just like you're playing detective, but it's a roguelike. So it's like you gotta like remember shit from like different runs and just how it affects your run. Apparently, it's like really like mind-boggling. I'm excited to play it.
Liam say that the game literally recommends you to keep like a notebook to like jot down clues and stuff like that.
You know what? That makes sense. I could see that. I know he played that way. When I was talking to him about the game and just how he was playing it,
Yeah,
he said he had a constant notebook with him.
I'm definitely gonna try and play it soon. But we also got the Oblivion remaster, like out of nowhere.
Yeah, no, that shadow dropped out of nowhere. Oblivion is often regarded as like the best Elder Scrolls game by like some hardcore fans. So I was really excited to see like what changes they made to the game. Turns out they kind of reworked all the combat. This is like an interesting case of like it splices between being a remaster and a remake, in the sense of they've completely overhauled some aspects of the game, especially in the gameplay area, but they use some of the same coding and some of the same textures and just basic like, I'm gonna be real, just some of the basic like core game features from the original that would not be considered like a remake. So like a good example is that they use the exact same voice lines from the original Oblivion, and there's actually a really funny blooper kept in the game that they forgot to patch or fix, and it's really funny that they've never fixed this. One of the NPCs, she I forget who her voice actress is, but she was practicing for like her lines and whatnot, and they were recording the lines obviously for, you know, like practice and just extra footage. They accidentally put in one of her bloopers as one of her real lines, and that's in the original Oblivion, and it's still in the Oblivion remaster, which is so funny.
Well, I remember seeing stuff about that. But in I think they kept it in this time on purpose because I think they actually have a visual bit where when she says that line, it looks like she's looking down at the script like the NPC does.
See, that's a cool thing. See, it's like they remastered like I'd imagine like the audio and the model, but like they implemented like new things to like make it like funnier, you know what I mean? That's what I mean by like it edges on that line of like remaster and remake. That's like it's very hard to define.
Yeah, it's a remakester.
It's something. That's a game I will play eventually, but I'm glad it came out. I've heard great things about it. So yeah, moving on from that, we have, oh my god, one of the biggest fall-offs in fighting games recently is Fatal Fury: City of the Wolves, the most recent game in the SNK fighting catalog, where a lot of people were actually like pretty excited for this game. This is the first Fatal Fury game they've made in a while because they've invested a lot into their King of Fighter series. I know this game was getting like a lot of hype pre-launch because of guest characters such as Ronaldo and Salvatore Ganacci, which a lot of people in the West did not know who that was until they saw advertising for the game, which is really funny because people thought this was just like some like shoehorn like bad crossover. But like the more like research people did, if like people found out that like Salvatore actually just really likes the Fatal Fury and King of Fighter series, and he was actually really honored to be like a guest character, and was doing like photo shoots and everything for the City of the Wolves booth at Evo, I'm pretty sure, which is really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, no, bro is passionate. But the reason why I say fall off a little bit is because like the number counts were just not that high at the start, like at the launch of the game. I still don't think they're really high right now. I think it's just solely because like people are just like staying to like mainstay fighting games like Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6. But that's just it. That's just like, it's hard to compete. It really is. Like the fighting game genre, there are a lot of fighting games, but like to be like a one with like a big consistent player base, it's very hard to do that. And I hate that they were trying to go for that and they just didn't achieve it. But I've heard like good things about the game. It's like really fun. They just added my main Ken from Street Fighter 6 into the game as well, so that's pretty fucking cool.
I thought your main was Mai.
Hell nah, dog. I'm not that brain dead.
Well, no, it's because you're a gooner.
Oh, caught right, dude. Caught in the fucking act. You got me. What can I say?
Alright, but
Well,
next on the list is a game that took the world by storm,
I'm
and
banging my fucking table as you say this, by the way.
you're banging it? That's crazy.
I'm banging it. Yes, no, I'm banging, not with my hands. I am literally like stroking that shit.
A indie game made by 33 developers that took the world. Expedition 33, a game,
my God.
if you could not tell, Guy has in fact played.
Dude. Oh my god. Okay, how do I explain this? Holy shit. This game came out of nowhere. Not really. It was announced at a PlayStation showcase. It was put on Game Pass. This game had marketing. But basically, take a game that only had 33 developers, some of them ex-workers at Ubisoft, and get some people, a writer who's never written anything before, a composer who's only done SoundCloud stuff, and a director who worked at Ubisoft, but only as like a game lore manager for a mobile game. You'd think this would be a disaster. You genuinely would think this would be like a terrible launch for like their company. Oh my god. The product that was made here was incredible, like to a point where this has become a new top 10 video game for me. Y'all probably heard of Expedition 33. Is the newest, biggest hit in the turn-based RPGs, turn-based RPG genre, where basically I'm not gonna like explain the main premise because that's something I want people to find out. But if you are interested, I will tell some of the combat. Basically, one of the main things that sets itself apart from other turn-based RPGs is that in other turn-based RPGs, when you dodge an attack or get hit by an attack, usually it's luck-based, like with your evasion stat or just like if you're immune to it, yada yada. Thing with Expedition 33, with enemy attacks, you have the ability to either dodge them mid-combat or parry them, giving you like a real-time aspect to the fights, which is really fucking cool. And you get a lot of benefits for parrying and dodging. So if you dodge, then obviously you don't take any damage, but if you parry, which is harder, you will actually gain more AP, which allows you to use higher energy costing skills in combat. The game has such a good fundamental like gameplay loop, with also one of the most engaging stories I've ever played in a video game. If you have not picked up this game already, it's not even full price. It's about a 30-hour game, like story-wise, with about 60 hours completion. All throughout it, I was enjoying it so much. This is one of the best games I've ever played. You get your money's worth for the $50 that there is. There's a very big, massive, there's a passionate, massive community out there that, dude, I'm gonna be real, this is something you just don't see anymore. And I'm just so glad that, like, a game from a small developer team was able to make such a big wave and big impact on gaming. This is probably going to win Game of the Year. I'm being serious.
Not if Jeff Teagley has anything to say about it.
Get Death Stranding 2 out of here!
Alright, but now we're gonna move on to,
May.
I believe, because I don't really see anything else. And I think, and we've got Guy's personal Game of the Year that came out this month, Elden Ring and Night Rain.
Yeah, sure. Oh god, how do I even explain this game, dude? Okay, before I explain this, I just want to say I think it's really funny that this game had more copies sold than Mario Kart World within like its 1 month release periods. Which, really funny. Basically, turn Elden Ring, make it into a roguelike with multiplayer features. This is what people were asking for with seamless co-op multiplayer Elden Ring, which it's really cool. I really like it for that aspect. I think the game is pretty flawed in some areas, I won't lie. Like, the matchmaking is still a little troubled. Some of the scaling for some multiplayer modes is a little crazy right now. Some of the boss design is also just a little shitty, I'm not even gonna lie, with a few of them, but like, it's a fun game overall. I wish there was more roguelike elements to it, but it's getting better as time goes on. I'm excited to see where it goes from here, but it's just like, on release, this game just had a lot of problems, but being fixed as time goes on.
Hearing you talk positively about this game is really funny after you crashed out at Everdark Libra.
Okay, I hate that you fucking said this because I'm going to go on a rant now, you asshole. Everdark Libra is one of the worst fights I've ever had the displeasure of fighting in a video game. I cannot believe how poorly designed that fight is. You have to be a PvP, like, dick rider to like that fucking boss, which is crazy because PvP is fucking terrible in any Souls game. I cannot believe how bad of a fight that was. Like, I'm not gonna get into it, but like, fuck you. Fuck you, Connor. Damn it, asshole. And to fucking spite you, where I'm gonna be the one to introduce the next game, bitch. And that next game that came out within May, a lot of people surprised, actually, like, apparently wasn't quote-unquote as good as they thought it'd be, was Doom the Dark Ages.
Yeah. I haven't heard it talked about much.
Yeah, Doom the Dark Ages is kind of interesting to me because it's like, a lot of people were hyped around it because, like, oh, it looks amazing, like, the guns look really cool, yada yada. And then, like, after it came out, it's just like, the general consensus is that it was really good, Doom Eternal's better, and then I've heard, like, nothing about it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Yeah, you first.
I was just saying, it's crazy.
Like, I don't know, like, I love the Doom reboots so far. I love 2016. I love Eternal. I still need to play the Dark Ages. I probably will do it before 2025 concludes. But I don't know, man. I kind of want to form my own opinion on this because, like, a very big misconception people have is that, like, all the Doom games are, like, very similar in, like, gameplay mechanics and, like, how they are, which, like, yes, like, there are, like, definitive things of they are FPS shooters that rely on you to deal with hordes of enemies, but, like, the mechanics and, like, how you traverse and how you're meant to, like, adapt to the level and the enemies is completely different compared to, like, every game in the series. They make it different, and that's just something I really appreciate. So I would like to see what they do with Doom the Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Connor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm probably gonna try and do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it by before 2025 is over, but I will try.
Bet. But with that being said, Talking about another game that came out in May. I want to bring up this game. I know literally nothing about it, but I solely want to bring it up just because I've seen so much marketing on it from Capcom. Onimusha 2.
Yeah, isn't it like a remaster?
It is. I think it's a remaster of a very old game of the same game, Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny. Um, I think it's okay. Every single like Capcom showcase, every single like Capcom event that I've seen, that like when they have a video format, I will see them advertise the fuck out of this game, like nonstop. And I know nothing about it whatsoever, but I thought I just wanted to bring this up because like, dude, I've seen it everywhere. I've been unable to unsee it. I think this game has more marketing. Okay, no, that's just a flat lie. I was gonna say I had more marketing than Monster Hunter Wilds, but that was just a flat lie.
I was about to say, bro. I think you're just on
I'm
a
delusioned.
different area. I haven't seen it at all.
Really?
I haven't seen marketing for it at all.
Why the fuck am I the one getting? I'm getting it on my Instagram. I'm getting it on my Twitter. Like I'm seeing it everywhere. What the fuck am I? Oh, okay, there's some conspiracy-esque bullshit's happening in my life right now, and I don't know about it. But god damn it, I know you're doing something, Capcom. I fucking know it.
Alright, whatever you say, bro. You took your medicine today, right?
No.
I think that explains it. Alright, but I think it's about time we move on to June, which was a very, very controversial month for gaming. Because this is when the release of the Switch 2 happened.
Dude, oh my god. I have a lot of qualms with Nintendo as of June, but I will let you talk first about like your thoughts on that.
I have a Switch 2. Guy has a Switch 2. Brewer has a Switch 2. I will say this. I think the console price itself is not bad. I think when it comes to price, the things that I think are pretty outrageous are the games, because I'll be honest, I like Mario Kart World a lot. I think it's really good. I don't think it's worth $80, and I do not think the accessories and stuff like that should be super expensive like that. Like
No, I completely agree.
I'm pretty sure there are $100 Joy-Cons right now.
Dude, that's insane. Like, okay, don't get me wrong, the Joy-Cons are very good. I like them a lot, especially compared to the Switch 1. They still have the problem of the drift. I haven't gotten it yet, but I know that's gonna be an issue in the next coming year. Um, but I like them a lot more than the Switch ones. But $100, dude, I could buy like 2 games with that. Like, I can go get the fucking Nintendo voucher to buy myself 2 Nintendo first-party games. Like, dog.
You could also get like just a bunch of like indie games for that too. Like you could get
Literally.
Expedition 33. You could get
You can get 2 of those.
you could get 2 Expedition 33s. You could get like Hollow Knight, Undertale, other classic indie games and stuff like that for that price, and it's just crazy.
It is crazy to me. Like, I do have a Switch 2, and I will say this, I love the console so far. I do think a lot of people, like, saying the console is bad because it's not too different from the Switch 1, I think are babies, to put it lightly. Like, yeah, of course it's going to be similar to the Switch 1. It's called the Switch 2 for a fucking reason. I think it makes a lot of improvements that are needed. It has a lot of new mechanics as well that the Switch 1 just, like, would explode if it had. I'm very satisfied so far with the console. I'm very satisfied with the product. I do think it is a very good gaming console. I understand it's not as powerful as a PlayStation 5, but I honestly don't think it really needs to be, considering like what Nintendo's trying to do with it, and I'm okay with that.
It's also still a portable device, or at least like has the portable function, which you can't do with a PS5.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, even okay, for its size, it's still very impressive that they're able to make a console that powerful that can run games like Cyberpunk 2077 at like 60 FPS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Especially with how it's definitely bigger than the Switch one, but it's not that much bigger.
Yeah, like obviously it has like a new OLED screen. It has like a new like the buttons are much bigger. The Joy Cons are much bigger. The screen is much bigger. But like the thing, but like it, like you said, it's not that much bigger. It's
Yeah.
still not as fucking big as a Steam Deck, dude. A Steam Deck is fucking. Have you held one of those before? They're chunky.
No, but I've seen that how big they are. It's crazy.
No, they're chunky, dude. They're very chunky. But yeah, no. That kind of leads us into like just to like move it to the games a little bit. Mario Kart World came out, and holy shit, this is the most mixed I've ever felt on such a great game. Because I love the mechanical side of this game. I think the courses in this game are incredibly well designed. I think the karts are extremely fun. I love all the characters that you can play as, even if the unlock requirements are a little bullshit. Um, I do love I love the intermission tracks. I know they're not as good as like normal races, but I love that they're a feature. But also to go alongside that, the Grand Prix are a little messy because we can't like we have to play in intermission courses. They keep patching the game in a way to where you're forced to do more intermission courses in online, which is really annoying, especially since I
Well,
think the three courses are the best.
I think they changed that, didn't they?
Okay, I know they. Okay, I know they in the most recent patch they increased the chance of getting 3 lap races in online. I still don't think it was. I still think like there should be an option to where if you want to be in a 3 lap lobby or you want to be in an intermission lobby.
Okay, I see what you're meaning.
Yeah, like it's so like weird to me that like a chain like shit like that is just so fixable, but they refuse to like they make it worse. They actively made it worse because you have to. There was a patch where you what you used to do is that you used to just like hit the select button when you're selecting a course to do a 3 lap course, which was pretty good. Like hey, like it worked. Like if you want to do intermission, you can. If you want to do 3 lap, you can. They took that away. You have to do like intermission, which is so dumb.
Yeah, it's a very mixed bag. I enjoy it. I think it's really good and really fun. We should play it more often, Guy, me and you, and some of our other friends. But
Ooh, I can rage bait them.
true. But I think we should move on to what do we think about Lies of P's Shadow Dropped DLC?
Dude, I need to play it so bad. I loved Liza P. It was one of my favorite releases of 2023. I think as a first time Souls-like game, I think the developer absolutely knocked it out of the park in terms of mechanics, in terms of combat, in terms of story, in terms of build variety. It is a Souls game, like not a Souls game, it is a Souls-like that is as good as the FromSoft Souls games, and that is hard to come by. I haven't played the DLC yet. I want to so bad. Me and Liam thankfully own it through Steam Family, so we're going to be playing through that soon. I'm really excited for it. I've heard the DLC is like not only the best part about the game, but it's also the hardest, which is insane because base Lies of P was insanely difficult. Oh my god! So I'm really excited to see like what challenge I get out of the DLC here. But I'm also really glad to see that the developer was passionate enough and successful enough to make a DLC to this very successful title. Like, not only just any title, it's a first-time title, and I'm hoping that this is going to lead to multiple successes in the future for them.
I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed they are doing a sequel of some sorts.
Yes, and if you've played the game, you know what teaser that is, and I think it's really fucking funny.
Yeah, but I am definitely going to try and play Lies of P very soon. And then who knows, maybe I'll do the DLC. But I cannot wait. Um,
Who would have thought that a fucking game about souls like Pinocchio would be as peak as it is?
yeah. But another game that came out in June that I think is very special to you, Guy, or at least somewhat special to you, is Date Everything.
Fuck me, man, I want to play that game so bad.
Do you want to
Okay.
explain the special thing?
Yes, I will. You can date everything. Okay, what does that mean?
Well, no,
So,
I meant more so your personal tie to the game.
oh yeah, that too. I want to explain the premise first, and then I will do that. So basically, in Date Everything, it is a visual novel dating sim where your appliances and your items in your house gain sentience, and you have the option to date them, to friend them, or to just ignore them. And it is a social sim where they take. It is the most punniest. Like, it's a giant shitpost, basically, from with everything they have to offer, which I think is amazing. And the thing is that, like, okay, you'd think this is just be like a generic, like another indie game generic game. Here's the thing, though: over 400 uh, voice actors are in this game. Big ones too: Dana Schneider, Robbie Damon, Max Middleman, Ben Starr, Jennifer English, Alex Lee, etc. These are like big time like gaming voice actors. There's most likely a chance they're going to be in this video game, and they all came together to make just like a very funny but also enjoyable game. And I have a special connection with this game because I was actually at the panel of the game's announcement. I got a world premiere announcement of this video game before anyone else did, and I thought that was fucking awesome because it was being developed by some voice actors like Robbie Damon and Max Middleman, and they were doing a panel on like a game announcement. I was like, okay, cool, this is interesting. What kind of game are we like talking about here? And then they showed Date Everything, and at first I'm like, okay, what the hell am I watching? And then the more they talked about the game and how there were like over, I think this could be wrong, don't quote me on this, but I think over like 100,000 like lines of dialogue to go through. There's like, and all of them are voiced. It's just insane to me, and just like the amount of voice actors they were like listing off like as a part of this game, I was impressed and I was immediately hooked. Problem is though, I haven't played it yet because they kept delaying it over and over again, and because they kept delaying it over and over again, I lost a little bit of interest, and then eventually it came out and I didn't even realize it. And I feel bad because I really want to play it.
Yeah, no, I also want to play it, but I just think that's a really funny story of how you guys got like the first exposure to it.
Dude, the first exposure to Robbie Damon yelling at me to go buy his fuck your toaster game. Okay, what's also really okay, one more thing I want to say about this. I did also get Robbie Damon's autograph after this panel, and dude was so cool for this. I'm pretty sure Max Middleman and the other voice actors who were part of that panel did the same thing. If you got an autograph from them, like from like with a poster, like an autograph, they would not only give you the autograph of what you wanted, they would give you a poster of Date Everything and sign that as well and give it to you for free, just for marketing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, no, dude, I have 2 autographs of Robbie Damon now because of that, and I was so happy about it.
Yeah,
Oh, God. Alright, that's my Date Everything spiel over. I'm gonna play it eventually. I've heard it's very good. I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah.
nice. And I think that's. Oh wait, nope.
No, no. There is a big one we need to talk about.
Well, yeah, there's one more thing in June that we should talk about, which is Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's Death Stranding 2 on the beach, everyone. It's the game. It's Hideo Kojima's magnum opus.
I just want to say, I've heard the game's really good, but On the Beach is one of the stupidest titles I think I've ever heard.
You see, you say that now, and then like a year or two from now down the line, you're gonna actually play the game and you're gonna finish it, and you're gonna be like, holy shit. It could only be named On the Beach. Like there's gonna be like some like artistic reason as to why he named it On the Beach. That's just gonna be mind blowing. I know how Hideo Kojima works. He's fucking weird like that.
Oh, I know. I'm not really. I'm just saying. I think it's really funny.
It is funny. But yeah, no, Death Stranding 2, sequel to one of the most controversial games to come out of the 21st century and definitely the 2010s. Oh my god. People did not like the gameplay of the first one, and then what's crazy about that is that I have heard no complaints so far about Death Stranding 2, which is crazy because I've heard it's more the same. So I don't know who the fuck to trust.
How about you ask Liam when he gets done with it?
Dude, he's still playing Death Stranding 1 right now. Like, I don't know, like, he says Death Stranding 1's pretty good, but it's not like nothing crazy amazing or anything. Dude, I don't know how I need to play through Death Stranding 1. I own the director's cut on PlayStation. I'm going to play through it eventually. But like, dude, oh my god, I don't like this better be like mind blowing. It better be like the either the greatest shit post of all time or the like most serious shit post of all time. There's no like no way it's not a shit post, especially since in the second game you can do a fucking dance with a doll in a hot tub to a like 70s Japanese like TV show intro.
Yeah, it's really it is definitely something.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, I think we're done with June though. Like this game is already being people are saying like this is like a game of the year contender. Dude, I literally have no idea what this game is about. All I know is that one of the antagonists has a guitar, like an electric guitar as a weapon. That's literally it.
That's pretty awesome.
It is pretty raw, I can't even lie. But that leads us into July, the month of all time.
The month of everything, which is when we got Funny Monkey Game.
We did get Funny Monkey Game. Oh my god. Continuing with Nintendo's lineup and Switch 2, we got probably the game that people were excited for the most for Switch 2, which was Donkey Kong Bonanza. Basically Mario Odyssey 2 because it was developed by the same team who made Odyssey. I'm just going to say this right now. I have 100% of that game, and I know I've said this before earlier in the game. I think it's better than Odyssey. I think it is a Game of the Year contender. I absolutely loved it from start to finish. It was such a good game. If you have a Switch 2 and you're looking for more games to put on it, because not gonna lie, it's like exclusive catalog right now, it's just not it. Play Bonanza. Bonanza is it.
Yeah, I also recently beat it. I'm still working on my 100%, and I could not agree more. It is so much fun. Great gameplay, great like mechanics, and just overall like I guess level design, I'll say, in the best way possible, and probably one of the most hype endings I've had in the game.
Here's how I described the final boss and like the that whole like final area. I described it as a quote unquote Mario Brothers level event.
Yeah, and I was just like, uh, what is this power scaling bullshit you're pushing on me right now?
Look, all I'm gonna say, man, Mario has been to the moon. Donkey Kong has just been trapped on that island for like 20 years,
Well, no, he had to fight
30
a
years
lot.
actually.
He had to fight ice nomads who could control the like and summon ice dragons, and he punched the moon onto a guy, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, cool. But did he ever leave the island besides the ending of Country Returns?
Um,
No.
yes, actually.
When?
In Donkey Kong 2, he goes to K. Rool's island, the home of the Kremlin crew, not
Oh
Donkey
yeah, because he
Kong
gets
Island.
kidnapped like an
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah. And then in Donkey Kong Country 3, they go to the northern Cremasphere, which is just in a completely new area.
Doesn't really sound like a Donkey Kong Country if they're going to multiple places.
Well, it's Donkey Kong. It has Donkey Kong, and they're in some area of a country. So I think it makes sense.
No, it doesn't. I'm calling it out.
I think you're just salty that you're wrong.
No, I'm salty because they don't know how to do topography correctly. But with that being said, going back to Bonanza, Bonanza is amazing. I thought this game, like I said, beginning to end, absolute masterpiece. I would describe it as the Tears of the Kingdom, the 3D platformers, in terms of like how much shit you can break. Um, yeah, no, I had a great time with this. I'm excited to see like where Nintendo goes from here with the Switch 2. Um, One game I want to talk about for a quick second is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. The marketing for this game was so hilarious because they had like so many different like weird collabs to come with it, like TMNT. I know they have Doom. They have a fucking SpongeBob level in that game.
That's pretty funny.
Dude, what the how crazy is that? Like what the fuck?
Also, I just want to preface, um, each time we do a video, we have like little notes on what to talk about during that episode, so we don't get sidetracked. The note that guy has for this game is Tony Hawk Tua 3 and 4.
Yes. Yes, I do. I put it as that.
I just want to let you guys know what the host of the Fetch Quest podcast is like.
We are brain rotted is what I'm letting you know.
No, I think it's just you.
You have definitely made a Hawk Tuah joke on this podcast before. Fuck you, I know you have.
All right, then watch every single video of ours until you find it, guy. Because until you
will, damn it, and that gives incentive to the viewers as well to look at every single video to find a Hawk Tuah joke.
Until someone finds an example of me making a Hawk Tuah joke recorded and published to this channel, then I am scot-free. You cannot prove it.
I think you're gonna delete like I know for a fact you have that shit like pinned somewhere or something, like in an archive, knowing you, and you're going right now and you're finding it and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta delete that video right now. Shit.
Bro thinks I'm actually like an evil mastermind, but for Hawk Tuah.
You are. I know you are.
I think you're just a little crazy.
I am insane, but fuck it, my bullet points, like, you know, the pins with the string and everything, it all leads back to you, Connor. I know for a fact you would do that shit.
Find me proof, and then I'll concede. But until then, you have no proof.
Damn it.
But moving on, another game that came out in July that I really want to play before the year is over is Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. It looks really good.
Isn't this a Metroidvania? Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. I've tried to keep myself blind to it, so I don't know a whole lot, actually.
We're about to find out, because I'm doing a Google search mid-thing, and no, it is not a Metroidvania.
Alright.
Okay, it's just a 2D platformer, but, like, no, I think it's really cool that Ninja Gaiden is, like, stretching out into more, more genres besides like hack and slash. This game looked great when I saw it at the Game Awards. I'm actually really excited to play it. I didn't even realize it already came out, but that doesn't mean I don't want to play it any less.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no. Any more points you wanna talk about, Connor, with Ninja Gaiden Ragebound?
Not really, because again, I've stayed blind to it. So all I know is that I think the game, from the brief trailers I've seen, looks really good, and I'm definitely gonna try and play it.
Sick. I think this is probably gonna be our last game. Hold on, there's one more game we gotta talk about,
and which is
Wuchang Fallen Feathers.
I don't know what the game is.
It's another Souls-like. Yeah, because they're fucking abundant.
I actually do remember this game, because I remember Liam said he was playing it.
And apparently it's really shit. Or at least the PC port is. Like, dude, I don't even know anything about this game. All I know is that apparently it has, like, Chinese mythology and is a Souls-like. Apparently, this game was so mid that, like, Moist Critical had to make a video saying that, like, Souls-like fatigue is setting in because of how many, like, this is like the definition of like a rushed Souls-like to try and capture the success of Elden Ring.
I just think, wow.
What's up? Yeah.
Wow.
And apparently also this game has such shit level design that like the runbacks are awful. But not only that, but apparently it has, I shit you not, the longest ladder climb in video game history, clocking in at a solid 36 seconds.
Wow. We love our actions in games that are just described as loading screens.
Dude, literally. Oh my god.
God of War Ragnarok, I'm staring at you.
Hey man, hey man, hey man. It did that pretty. It did it pretty well though. I thought.
Mm-hmm.
You don't agree with me, do you?
I haven't played it, but I'm just gonna say right now I do not agree.
What? Wait, with God of War, really?
With like the loading screens, that's all.
Hold on, you didn't like the go into crevice and then that's like a fake loading screen and then like 5 seconds later it's like boom, new area.
No, I don't. I think that's.
Really?
I think it's silly.
That's crazy, actually. I guess okay, that's for a future video. Actually, holy shit, that's like opening a whole different discussion down. But yeah, no.
Yeah, I can't wait for
This-
our video specifically on God of War Ragnarok loading screens and crevices.
Yes,
You know
it's
what?
gonna be awesome.
That's a future April Fool's video we might do. Who knows?
That's gonna be awesome. Oh my god. But yeah, no. I think we were in near the end of like all the games I know we wanted to talk about. I know that so we still have some exciting games to come out in the remainder of the year. I know what game? Fuck, what games do we have coming out?
Ghost of Yote.
Oh my god, we have Ghost of Yote coming out. I'm really excited for that. I know Connor is playing through Ghost of Tsushima right now, and I know he's gonna be like, "Whoa, this game is so good." We have Borderlands 4 coming out. I know we have Metal Gear Solid 3.
Joke's on you.
Oh yeah.
I already am like that with Ghost of Tsushima.
Jokes on me for what?
I'm already like that for Ghost of Tsushima, where I'm like, this game's so good.
True. We have Pokemon Legends ZA, which I'll be real, I don't think that game is winning an awards, but it's another Pokemon game, so it's going to sell like wildfire. We potentially have Metroid Prime and Huff of Copium here. We have Silk Song coming out this year.
Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
No, it's coming. I swear.
There has not been despite the fact that apparently it's releasing with some new Xbox thing late this year, and it's like got a demo at some event recently. There has not been a single trailer or a single word about it even existing anymore. I don't think it's releasing this year. I think it's gonna release early next year or something.
Wouldn't surprise me if it did that.
I have lost all faith in that game ever since the cake tragedy.
I wrote a news article about that. I know I've said that before in a video, but I just think it's really funny how much of a troll that was. That I literally wrote a news article about that.
Yeah.
Like that's how funny it was, but also just how much it affected me. Fuck. Oh my god. But yeah, no. With that being said, guys, I know we're dragging out a little bit, but I do just want to say I do think this year so far has been absolutely great in terms of video games. Obviously, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. We still have some controversial stuff coming with game prices for the foreseeable future about to increase again to $80 because of Nintendo changing the standard for video games. But I do think overall this is a pretty good year for gaming. I think there's a lot of variety here. I do think there's a lot of quality here, and there's just a lot for you to choose from. And I'm really excited to see where the rest of this year takes us, and I'm really excited to see what is going to happen with these games in the future. But yeah, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching today's episode. We've been Fetch Quest, and this is our halfway report. Yeah.
We'll do one hopefully around the end of the year or early next year, but we will see you then.
Yes,
Goodbye.
sir. Bye-bye.